We've seen tons of characters and stories be reimagined and recreated over the years, and 90% of the time, the reimagined characters are terrible compared to the original versions they were based on. And of course, we've heard a lot of the new Disney remakes for movies like Snow White and The Little Mermaid are going to be extremely different versions of the stories and characters. But Snow White has faced a lot of backlash, obviously, mainly because they race swapped the character, and now the lead actress, who has belittled upset fans in the past, is back at it again while admitting they're going to be changing this character's backstory around a lot. I have a couple of different things that I want to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month or supporting via YouTube memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. So any talk about the brand new Snow White movie has been trending on social media. A few months ago, when they announced this actress was going to play the character, there was a lot of talk on social media, and now again, because this new BuzzFeed article came out, Snow White is trending all over the internet, and the headline that is going around is Rachel Zegler opened up about playing Snow White after trolls criticized the casting of a Latinx woman earlier this year. Now, when it comes to trolls criticizing the casting, yes, people were criticizing the casting because they decided to completely race swap this character. A lot of people do not support race swaps. A lot of people did not like the fact that they took such an iconic and important character like Snow White and are twisting her around. This was the original article from back in June. It says Snow White will no longer be the fairest of them all as Disney has cast Rachel Zegler to play the character in a live-action remake. Now, she's not really in a lot of movies. She's in the new West Side Story movie. I have no interest in it. I'm not going to see it. I'm not going to support it. And apparently she's going to have some kind of role in the next Shazam movie, but besides that, she hasn't really been in much. She isn't going to be in much. She's going to be Snow White, obviously. So I can't judge her acting skills. Maybe she's a fantastic actress. Maybe she is an amazing actress. But when I think of Snow White, I do not think of Rachel Zegler. And of course, as you guys saw, they're referring to her as a Latinx actress. And of course, the term Latinx is just another modern creation and isn't even widely accepted by most Latinos, who much prefer to use Latino and Latina. It says, if you recall from the 1937 Disney film, it opens with a page from a fairy tale book that reads, each day the vain queen consulted her magic mirror of the wall, who's the fairest one of all, and as long as the mirror answered, you're the fairest one of all, Snow White was safe from the queen's cruel jealousy. It says the film then transitions to the queen asking that very question, but instead of answering that the queen is the fairest of them all, the mirror answered, famed is thy beauty, majesty, but hold, a lovely maid I see. Of course, Snow White is a very old story. Snow White is a story that a lot of people love. I personally never had an attachment to Snow White. Yeah, some of them are cool, like Belle. I mean, she's not that bad. Snow White's never been my favorite, but I have watched most of the Disney live-action remakes. I watched the Beauty and the Beast one, the Cinderella one. There was also the Lion King, which was like the CGI remake. Either way, I've supported most of them. I've watched them at some point, even though a couple of them have been out for years and years now. And when it comes to the future ones, if they were decent and they sounded decent, I think a lot of people would see what they were doing with these stories, these tales as old as time. But unfortunately, Disney doesn't care about accuracy, staying true to source material, working with the stories they've already told. No, they want to do something new. They want to do something reimagined and something bold. And that is exactly what they are doing with Snow White. So that's the gist of the original situation. She had announced that she was going to be playing Snow White. And then, of course, she decided to attack people who were upset over the situation. Now, of course, people were disappointed that they didn't pick an actress who looked closer to Snow White. And she decided to go on social media and attack people who were upset by saying things like, yes, I am Snow White. No, I am not bleaching my skin for the role. This is a disgusting comment to make. No one was saying that she should. She basically just took the criticism that people were giving her and she was completely blowing it out of proportion, responding to people. She decided to delete this tweet, of course, because she realized how terrible it sounded. But going to this new article from BuzzFeed, I hate BuzzFeed. After facing criticism for existing solely for a prince, Disney's live-action Snow White will be much stronger. So not only are they changing the way that Snow White looks and the way that Snow White acts, no, they are changing the whole entire story. It's fine if they want to go and write a new story, but don't take existing characters and twist around the source material. Scrolling down, though, it says that, the movie, which will also feature Gal Gadot as the evil queen, is the next of Disney's live-action adaptations and will be directed by Mark Webb. I really like Gal Gadot, don't get me wrong, but I don't see her being the evil queen. I don't. I think that it's kind of one of those situations where they're trying to cast someone who everyone knows. Gal Gadot, people know. Wonder Woman, Red Notice, she has been in a lot, so I think that they were going for a notable name for the evil queen. But does she really work as the evil queen? In my opinion, no. I think they're trying to go in more of a Maleficent direction where Angelina Jolie was actually Maleficent in the live actions, and she did a fantastic job. She got 2 movies. People really, really loved the new version of the character, and that's one of the few times where fleshing out a character's backstory, maybe slightly changing things, actually worked. I thought Angelina Jolie did a good job as Maleficent, but it's clear that they're trying to go in that same direction with the Evil Queen, hoping Gal Gadot will be, their next poster actress that they can throw on things, make a bunch of spin-off movies with, and maybe make money from. It says, well, in an interview with BuzzFeed, Rachel opened up about what she hopes to bring to the role of Snow White. There's not much I can say about it besides the fact that Snow White has been constantly criticized, the 20-year-old stated. Now, of course, the original story of Snow White, she was younger. She fell in love with this prince after he woke her up with true love's kiss. Of course, she's going to call it controversial and criticized because, of course, we knew that Disney wasn't going to go into this retelling that story. We knew right off the bat that they were going to change everything around and make it more modernized, which is absolutely ridiculous. The whole concept of modern audiences does not exist. People want the same entertainment they wanted 20, 30, 40 years ago. Even though she's the original Disney princess and we love her so much, she's been criticized for existing solely for a prince, existing solely to be rescued. Yeah, that was Disney's whole spiel for a couple of years. They only cared about making these Disney princess movies because people love them, people watch them, people brought their kids to see them, adults saw them. They worked for both groups of audiences. People liked the lighthearted, warm-hearted, uplifting story about, a prince rescuing a princess and riding off into the sunset with her. That's why people like these Disney princess movies. It says, and I think that our director and everyone who's working on this film has really taken her narrative and turned it into something that's stronger. No one wants to go and see a Snow White movie where she's a strong, independent woman. I mean, come on, people want to go see Snow White because it's a classic tale and people have that nostalgia for the original Disney movie, the original animated. People want to be able to bring their kids to go and see it. If you want to write a new princess, go for it. If they want to write a new story, a new princess, new characters, go ahead, but don't take existing characters and twist around source material. They're bankrupt of ideas, so they've got to co-opt and twist everything that comes before. They're so unoriginal that they can't even create their own stories at this point. This is going to be a disaster of Santa Inc. proportions. I think we're going to see tons of backlash, abysmal ratings, all of it. The lead actress is already calling people out, that are criticizing the movie. She's calling them trolls, and they're changing a ton about this character. I just don't see this being successful. It says, though most people were rightfully excited to see the actor tapped to play Snow White, some trolls on social media criticized the casting of a Latinx woman. Rachel quickly shut that down in a now deleted tweet. She literally went on social media and said, no, I'm not bleaching my skin for this role. People do not expect her to do that. People are simply upset that they are taking this character and twisting around the character's backstory, twisting around the character's race, twisting around the narrative surrounding this movie, twisting everything about this film and the story that exists. I do not like that. Again, if you want to create something new, go for it. Don't take existing stories and characters, though, and twist them around because you cannot come up with anything better. Look at the recently released Cowboy Bebop live action. Daniela Pineda went on social media and called people who were criticizing her new outfit trolls. She went on social media and attacked people. She belittled fans simply for wanting an accurate costume on Faye, and look where that got her. The show is now canceled. They're not doing a season 2. The ratings are abysmal for season 1, and I think that this is going to happen with Snow White. I do not think a lot of people are going to support this. I think they're going to lose a lot of consumers over her comments, over going on social media, calling people trolls and attacking us simply because we're pretty disappointed with the casting. And again, maybe she's a great actress, but I know that I'm not going to support this movie after the comments she's made. I have such little faith in Disney to make live actions good. I don't give a single care in the world about this movie. They've ruined tons of movies that we shouldn't expect anything less than a race-swapped character played by an actress who goes around calling everyone ists and phobes. I'll probably end up talking about Snow White again in the future when we see first trailers, because I think this is going to be absolutely hilariously terrible situation, but that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.